All right. So, looking at the schedule, I may have made a mistake. I did not realize we were as far into the semester as we were. It is actually time for us to start voting on optional special topics. So it is really stupidly lucky that I put up a list of special topics earlier in the week. That is blind fortune saving me from stupidity there. Because I put up a list of special topics when I put up the list of example projects, right? So we need to start voting on a special topic for me to prepare, as my cat bites me. Hello, kitty. She gets multiple feedings, and she gets very confused about when mealtime is now. Not that you care, sorry. Convolutional neural networks, RNNs and LSTMs, spiking networks, SNNs, which I would be very excited about. And then from there we can get into spike timing dependent plasticity, and from there we could even get into reinforcement learning. And I'm writing this in the vain hope that people will pick it, even though it's a radical departure from the stuff we've talked about so far. And if we maybe, just maybe, did like rapidly the best that we could talk about more complicated, like pure, like crazy math models with PyDS tool, which would be neat. I'd like that. I don't know why I kind of capitalized the L there. I did. I'm dumb. All right. So I have descriptions of at least these three up on the site that you can read. Usefully, I think, I have put up a list of sample projects. It's going to be the sprayer cat. And made notes about which sample projects go to which of these. If I can't get a poll up and results back in time, I will probably start with convo nets, because convo nets are useful to a bunch of the project ideas that are posted. And convolutional network maybe sounds insane. Don't worry about it too much. I think there's a fairly useful intuitive understanding for it, and the TensorFlow implementation, as we keep seeing, is going to end up being pretty compact. It's not going to be super duper difficult. CNNs are useful for pretty much any image task. ResNets are useful for crazy deep networks, which are just useful all the time. And then RNNs and LSTMs are any kind of sequence data, right? And so all of like the text stuff is going to need RNNs and LSTMs, right? And then SNNs are inherently time aware, which is neat. And if we really wanted to get all the way into PyDS tool, we could be talking about like biological models, which would be fun. And I think I might be forgetting some too. Oh, right. I think I also had like autoencoders. Maybe RBMs too. But I can update the list. Excuse me. Point being, is that I need to put up a poll about this, and it needs to go up fairly soon. Also, a reminder, I did finally get a list of sample projects up. A student asked me, can I just use a sample project you specified unmodified? Yes, you can. Excuse me. I did not check beforehand to make sure that none of those like had existing implementations. You are... Okay, use common sense, discretion, and integrity to not just like Google those and see if there's existing code. Okay, I didn't check if there was beforehand. I really should have. If existing code on GitHub exists, don't use it. Right? That obviously does not count as doing a project. Okay, look over those. I think it would be good. I think it's actually a very good thing if contemplating what kind of project you want to do guides your vote on what topics you want and in what order. Okay? And if you haven't already, please do pick a project and check, like, talk to me, make sure it's okay, and get working on it, right? Because we really do. Again, I didn't realize quite how late in the semester it was. I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weeks, not counting next week. So after next week, 6 weeks before the project presentations occur, right? and the last day of the semester, I believe that's not a huge amount of time. Okay? And we're going to have exam 2 sliced out of that. So if you remove exam 2 week, that's basically 5 weeks. That's not a huge amount. All right. Pick your project, vote on a topic, and I will see you in class next week.